Wow. Wow. All right. Well, first, thank you for that. All right. Good morning, everyone. Boy, to follow some of these people after they give their speeches, I hope I don't disappoint. But it's so great to be back in Chicago. I'm honored to be here with you today. I love this conference. In fact, it was an honor to speak at this conference 12 years ago when it was also here in Chicago. I want to thank my friends Liz Schuler and Sean McGarvey, and all the general presidents of the building trades inviting me here to speak today. I also want to thank all the incredible leaders for supporting this important conference and recognizing the values and unique skills our sisters bring to the building trades. And most important, I want to thank all of you, our union sisters, for giving us something to celebrate and honor here as trade women build nations. You are nothing short of amazing. I can't pretend to fully understand the hurdles you have overcome to blaze the trails that you have, but I can tell you with certainty that I and all of your union brothers stand in awe of you. What you do every day not only lifts the boat for sisters in the trades, but for all members of unionized construction industry and trade labor movement in general. This conference affords all of our sisters an opportunity to further strengthen the bond and solidarity, celebrate the success of each other, and address the challenges that lie ahead in opening even more doors for women in the trade. And this conference gives all of us union brothers an opportunity to support our union sisters and stand shoulder to shoulder with you. The energy that you sisters bring to this event, to the industry, is unmatched. You inspire each other and future generations of women in the trade, and you inspire all of your brothers in the trade as well. I am grateful to be here this weekend, and I am ready to roll up my sleeves right alongside of you. Before I really begin, I want to start by remarks to you the same way I do to all of my remarks to IUEC members. If you are a veteran, and I know this was done just a little while ago, if you are a veteran, a current member of the military, please stand up and be acknowledged. Because without your sacrifices you and your family have made, none of us would be here today. Thank you, veterans. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for your patriotism. And since we are at a women-focused event, if you are a mom, and I know there are many single moms here, please stand up and be acknowledged. Stand up, please. You are the badasses of this world, doing the heavy liftings at home and the job. Thank you for being such an amazing role model to all of our little girls and young women. So welcome to Chicago. And I could take the liberty to be your official welcome to the Windy City because I'm a native Chicagoan. This is my hometown, and I couldn't be prouder to welcome all of you here, what I believe the greatest city in the world. But, not everyone who claims to be a Chicago is a true Chicagoan. To be considered a true Chicagoan, you need to say what side of town you are from. And it can't be a suburb, so you know. I am from the South Side and proud of it. And it's equally important to say what parish you're from, and I'm from St. Bede's. But perhaps most sacred of all, if you're a true Chicagoan, you need to be able to say what baseball team you believe in. Not just root for, but truly believe in, and you're right, it's the White Sox. Now that you know where I grew up, I think it's also important to share how I grew up, because that is why I joined the labor movement. I grew up in a small house about the size of most people's living rooms. And my two brothers and I slept in one bed, and my three sisters slept in another bed. But I don't want you to think we were poor. I always had a roof over my head, and there was always love in my house. My father worked at a plant that made coatings for wires and coils. That job ultimately killed him. Along with several other employees, he became ill from exposure to hazardous material on the job. And he was first to pass away from working in that plant. Losing my father to a preventable job site hazard gave me the drive to be active in the union, where I knew I was afforded a job site protections, and where I knew I could make a difference for others on the job. I joined the International Union Elevator Constructors in Local 2 here in Chicago in 1979 after graduating high school, and I know some of you weren't even born yet. I loved the work. I loved the people I worked with. I loved the union life I was building. My whole world came to a halt when I stood up for another member when the company was violating the contract. I lost my job. Because of it, I took legal action. Fighting for my job back got me blackballed in the trade by my international union, my local union. It was a different time back then. I was blackballed by the companies. The word on the street about me was, don't hire that kid, he'll end up suing you. Even the apprentice who I stood up for wouldn't get a statement in my defense because he was afraid he would lose his job. I was out of work from that company for a year. As hard as those days were, I did not give up fighting for what I knew was right. I knew that my struggles was going to make things easier for someone to come through the trade behind me. I thought of my father. If somebody before him had fought to get hazardous material off the job site, my father would have had lived to see his children build a life, to spoil his grandchildren and grow old with my mom. My year of legal battle was not easy on me, and it was hell on my family. My wife, Lynn, whom I'm just in a few days, I will be married for 44 years. My wife, Lynn's right there. And so get this, and I truly believe it's happening. She will be receiving her statehood very shortly, coming up. She had to watch me fight a corporate giant, be dismissed by my union and many of my union brothers and sisters, and have my name dragged through the mud. All of this, and also worrying about where my next paycheck was coming from. I ended up winning my case with my back pay and gaining my job back. But it wasn't exactly a fairy tale ending. The company they had to hire me back spent 7 years trying to get rid of me again. They met their opposition with 3 NLRB B cases that I was successful against the company with. So it's fair to say I know what it's like to struggle. My rise to General President of IUEC has not been a straight line or a path. It's been full of the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. This is why I think I can relate to my union sisters. I know the details of your struggles. I know the details of your struggles are different. But they have been struggling for job site rights, protection, and justice nonetheless. I have used the struggles I face to motivate me to create a better work environment and a better union environment for those coming through behind me. First and foremost, I've made it my #1 goal to improve safety on the job site. I truly believe this. Everyone should be able to work on an honorable trade and come home safe, whole to their families at the end of the day. That's not too much to expect. When I first took office as General President of the IUEC, for over 40 years, we were losing an average of 6 members per year on job site fatalities. The toll this was taking on our officers and membership was indescribable. This is absolutely nothing worse looking into the eyes of a spouse, a child, a parent, or a sibling, and telling them their loved one won't be coming home. I am proud to say that as of today, we have gone nearly 3 years now without a job site fatality. And that is a direct result of commitment of our general officers, local union officers, membership, and yes, our signatory companies. The fight for job site safety may have originated with me, but the buy-in and the militia came from every person connected to our union elevator industry. We repeat our safety message every chance we get, from our IUEC union halls all across the U.S. and Canada to the boardrooms of our contractors. After all, what's the point of having best wages and benefits if you don't make it home at the end of the day? I am telling you this not only to remind all of you to work safely because you have so many people waiting for you to come home, but I'm also to remind you to continue to fight for what's worth fighting for. Changing decades of bad habits, sometimes stubborn attitudes, and at times contentious relationships with our employers was not easy, but most definitely worth fighting for. And I know we have made a difference for the generations of our brothers and sisters to come. This same directive applies to elevating organized labor in the halls of government. Those who seek to weaken labor, working furiously to divert attention from real issues like earning a good wage and benefits, the right to join a union, job site safety and protections. Even once a sacred agency like NLRB, the Environmental Protection Agency, and OSHA are on the chopping blocks. These agencies save lives and livelihoods. Our opponents are hiding behind fear-mongering and misinformation about social issues such as gun rights, LGBTQ, and religion. I am a gun owner who believes in gun laws. I'm a Christian who believes that religion has no place in politics. And I'm a believer in the right to people to love who they choose, and none of these beliefs have ever gotten in the way. None of these beliefs have ever gotten in the way of support for working men and women or my ability to apply my skills. You too must stand tall and strong in the political arena and make your voices heard. As uphill as the battle may seem right now, to make sure smoke and mirrors don't elect anti-labor agendas, I have always been a student of history, pouring through books and documentaries, and will not recognize nearly enough the common theme is that women had a strong hand in protecting, serving, and shaping our nation. And all of us here today also know that women have had a hand in building our two nations and will continue to do so. In fact, I'm counting on all of you to continue bringing your skills, your leadership, and your fight to the labor movement for all of the women to come, namely my daughter, Diana, who just started her apprenticeship with my home local union a month ago. I mean, how lucky am I? You know, I know Diana is going to do amazing things in the building trades. You won't find a prouder dad out there. And I know she will be standing on the shoulders of all of you as she builds her career. Again, I thank you for opening the doors of blazing trails in the construction trade for Diana and other young women like her. And I urge you to continue to fight for all that's worth fighting for. I will be here supporting you every step of the way as you write the history books yourselves. Thank you for allowing me to be here today. Thank you.